All right, saying that, joining us with more on tax schemes and how taxpayers and professionals can avoid falling victim to these schemes, IRS Criminal Investigation Supervisory Special Agent Robert McCartha is joining us now. Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you, Pat.
Tax season is scam season for a lot of people out there, but there's certainly knowledge is power, right?
That's correct.
So let's get into it. Let's start with how do you choose your recommendation to choose a tax preparer?
Well, there are quite a few things that a person wants to consider in choosing your tax preparer. One is to know your tax preparer. Good practice is a tax preparer that is around throughout the entire year in case you have questions or if the IRS comes back in there, they have questions. So that's a good practice to have.
Also ask for each individual preparer is required to have a special number.
That's correct. That's called their preparer's tax identification number. And that number is a number that's given by the IRS that pretty much legitimizes that they are a accurate return preparer and have went through IRS.
So it's a vetting process that
Correct.
the IRS says this person has the credentials, necessary stamp of approval.
That's correct.
What about ghost preparers? What do you think about those?
Now, ghost preparers is something interesting. Ghost preparers are preparers who they're not going to sign the tax return.
Like, dude, I'll do this for you, but you can go ahead and sign it, and you give me $500.
Correct. So tax filers want to be very wary of that. And if a person is not going to sign their tax return, that's a definite red flag.
Well, Robert, what about false promises? I'm going to get you a lot of money.
Right, yeah, so that comes up a lot, where if you be wary of those tax preparers those unscrupulous tax preparers that are promising huge amounts of money, and they've never seen a W-2 or any records or even met you, but they're guaranteeing that you can get a large refund.
Your introductory conversation is, I'll take care of you. I'm going to get you some money.
That's correct.
You should run away from something like that.
Absolutely.
What about those who encourage you to file like false deductions instead of taking the standard? We can cook up some deductions. I got you covered.
Right, yeah. So again, there are those unscrupulous tax preparers out there. I would like to preface that to say that the majority and average tax preparer are filing tax returns appropriately. But we do have that subsection of unscrupulous tax return preparers that we have to be wary of. And just like you said, Pat, the ones that want to put those false deductions to boost that refund, that's another red flag.
What about just signing kind of like a blank check? You sign it before it's actually finished. Don't do that.
No, you definitely don't want to do that, because one key thing about your tax return, you always want to review your tax return. The average citizen may not be aware of how taxes are prepared, but just reviewing your tax return and asking questions to your return preparer is a very key way to be able to make sure that everything's accurate on your return.
All right, let's segue into the warning signs. There certainly are some out there, and you need to be aware of those. So let's get to those. The IRS is not going to call you and threaten legal action.
That's absolutely correct, Pat. The IRS is never going to call you, they're never going to email you or send you text messages threatening legal actions or talking about your refund or saying that you owe money. If you get a phone call like that, it's a scam, immediately hang up.
And also do not respond to or click links in text messages. Also a bad idea because it creates that portal.
That's correct. And that's what we call phishing. And if you get in the text message, that's called smishing. So never click on those links, but those links will open you up to malware that will steal your personal identifiable information, where these fraudsters can take that information and file fraudulent tax returns.
Yeah, that's a nightmare. They can get into the mortgage side of that too, and you're just going down a really bad rabbit hole.
That's correct.
All right, so let's in the short time that we have left, let's finish up with scams. Be on the lookout for scams. Taxpayers, businesses, and tax professionals, they include what?
So some of the scams are employee retention credit, which are, again, like these legitimate credits for businesses that came from the COVID-19 pandemic, but a typical individual are not eligible to have those credits on their tax return. So if they're touting those huge refunds, again, that's something that the tax filer wants to be aware of.
False fuel tax credit claims. Explain what that is.
So false fuel tax credit claims, those are generally for off-highway and farm type of businesses. So again, your average taxpayer is not going to be eligible for those types of claims, but those fraudsters and unscrupulous tax preparers will try to put those credits on the return to, again, boost that refund where that tax filer was not eligible for.
Good point. Let's finish up with information on fake charities. Do they create fake charities, or are they saying for you to take deductions on a certain charity?
So yeah, so sometimes these scammers also pose as fake charities to, pull at people's heartstrings to be able to give money, and because you can get a deduction for legitimate charities, but these fake charities, you can't get a deduction for. So that's another thing to watch out for.
And real charities have to have a 501c3?
That's correct.
Okay. We thank you so much. Very helpful information. Nice to meet you, sir. You can find out more tax information, of course, and visit irs.gov. We'll be right back.